One of the NBA's most iconic free agent signings, LeBron James joined the Miami Heat in 2010. When LeBron James inked that 6-year, $110 million deal with the Miami Heat, it wasn't just a signing, it was a seismic shift in NBA history. This move, a sign-and-trade deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, was a game-changer. Already a superstar, LeBron took his talents to South Beach, and what followed was nothing short of legendary. In his first season, LeBron was a force of nature. Despite the Heat's loss to the Dallas Mavericks in the finals, LeBron showcased his brilliance, averaging 27 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. He played nearly 40 minutes a night across 79 games, making it clear that Miami had just landed one of the best players of all time. Then came 2012, arguably the pinnacle of LeBron's career. He won the MVP award, made the All-Defensive First Team, and led the Heat to an NBA championship, topping the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not done yet, LeBron repeated the MVP feat in 2013, guiding the Heat to another championship, this time against the San Antonio Spurs. Let's talk about a surprising gem in NBA free agency, Terry Rozier's move to the Charlotte Hornets in 2019. Back then, this signing got a lot of criticism. The Hornets had just let go of Kemba Walker, one of their franchise icons, and brought in Rozier with a 3-year, $56 million deal. Critics were quick to slam the move, questioning if Rozier could ever measure up. Fast forward to today, and it's clear that this deal was a stroke of genius. Rozier may not have brought a championship to Charlotte, but he made his mark. Over 4.5 seasons, he averaged 20 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds per game. His shooting stats, 44% from the field, 37% from 3, and 84% from the free throw line, were impressive, especially considering he stepped into some big shoes left by Walker. Let's dive into one of the Orlando Magic's rare bright spots in free agency, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, or KCP. Since 2010, the Magic haven't exactly been making waves with their signings, but KCP's addition in 2023 might just be their best move in years. Orlando inked Caldwell-Pope to a 3-year, $66 million contract, and while this may not seem like a blockbuster deal, it's a solid pickup for a team that's had its share of underwhelming signings. From DJ Augustin to Bismack Biyombo, the Magic's free agent history hasn't exactly been stellar. Channing Frye and Jonathan Simmons had their moments, but overall, the bar has been set pretty low. So why is KCP a noteworthy choice? For starters, his three-point shooting is a welcome asset for the Magic. Caldwell-Pope's sharp shooting and championship experience bring a much-needed boost to Orlando. He's proven himself on big stages with the Lakers, and his defensive prowess adds depth to the roster. Let's spotlight one of the LA Lakers' biggest free agency moves since 2010, signing LeBron James in the summer of 2018. This deal was massive. A 4-year, $153 million contract that sent waves through the NBA. And for good reason. LeBron's impact on the Lakers has been nothing short of transformative. Over these 6 seasons, he's averaged 27 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds per game, while shooting an impressive 51% from the field. LeBron's been a constant all-star, and even finished as the MVP runner-up in 2020. But the real cherry on top, he led the Lakers to an NBA championship in 2020 and snagged the Finals MVP award. The NBA season might be over, but your fantasy game doesn't have to stop. Whether it's the WNBA Summer League, the Olympics, or the NBA Summer League, Underdog Fantasy is where you want to be. Now let's talk about a standout free agent signing, Malik Monk's move to the Sacramento Kings. Remember when Monk's career seemed to stall in Charlotte and LA? The Lakers couldn't keep him, but Sacramento swooped in with a 2-year, $19 million deal for the 2022 season. And man, did that deal pay off. Over the past 2 years, Monk has been a revelation. He's averaged 14 points, 4.5 assists, and 3 rebounds per game while shooting 45% from the field, 35% from 3, and 86% from the line. His stellar performance earned him a 5th-place finish in 6th Man of the Year voting in 2023 and a runner-up spot in 2024. In my opinion, he should have won it. The Clippers' big splash in the summer of 2019, Kawhi Leonard. After winning Finals MVP with the Toronto Raptors, Leonard signed a 3-year, $103 million deal with LA. And let me tell you, this has been the Clippers' best free agent move since 2010. Even with an ACL injury sidelining him for the 2022 season, Leonard has made a huge impact. Next, let's give some love to the Phoenix Suns' 2012 signing of Goran Dragic. The Suns grabbed Dragic with a 4-year, $30 million contract after his stint with the Houston Rockets. This was a steal for Phoenix. Dragic had originally started his career in Phoenix before moving to Houston, and he returned to the Suns where he played for 2.5 more seasons. During this time, he averaged 17 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds per game. He shot 49% from the field and 36% from 3. Dragic was one of the most electrifying point guards to watch and even won Most Improved Player in the 2014 season. This signing was a game-changer for the Suns and showcased their savvy in the free agent market. When the Warriors signed Kevin Durant in 2016, it was nothing short of a game-changer. KD joined Golden State on a 2-year, $54 million deal, which later extended for a 3rd year. The impact was immediate and monumental. Durant's presence elevated an already great team to an even higher level. Now, let's talk about the New York Knicks and their 2022 free agency move, Jalen Brunson. Initially criticized, this signing has proven to be a masterstroke. Brunson inked a 4-year, $104 million deal with a player option for 2026, and boy, has he delivered. Over his first 2 seasons in New York, he's averaged 26.5 points, 6.5 assists, and 3.5 rebounds per game. Brunson was a dynamo in the 2023 season, leading the Knicks to their first playoff series win in over a decade. The 2024 season saw him elevate further, making the All-Star team, earning All-NBA second-team honors, and finishing 5th in MVP voting. Knicks fans are now calling him the best Knick since Patrick Ewing, even surpassing Carmelo Anthony. Lastly, let's revisit Kevin Durant's stint with the Brooklyn Nets. Signed in 2019 on a 4-year, $164 million deal, Durant's move from the Warriors to the Nets was a headline grabber. Though he missed his first season due to an Achilles injury, Durant came back with a vengeance, averaging 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists per game over 3 seasons. In the 2016 offseason, the Celtics signed Al Horford to a 4-year, $113 million deal. Horford made an immediate impact, becoming an All-Star in the 2018 season. Over his 3 years with Boston, he averaged 13.1 points, 7 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game. He was also incredibly efficient, shooting 50% from the field, 38% from 3, and 80% from the line, all while playing stellar defense. Celtics fans were thrilled, especially when Horford returned after a stint with the 76ers, helping Boston clinch the NBA title in 2024. Now let's talk about the Toronto Raptors. They haven't had the best luck with free agents, but one notable signing was Corey Joseph in 2015. He signed a 4-year, $29 million deal and played 2 solid seasons in Toronto, averaging 9 points and 3 assists per game, while shooting 45% from the field. While not a blockbuster signing, Joseph provided steady contributions before being traded to Indiana. On to the Philadelphia 76ers, who made a great move in 2017 by signing J.J. Redick. With a 2-year deal, Redick averaged 17.5 points per game, shooting 45% from the field and an impressive 41% from three. His sharp shooting provided much-needed spacing, especially with non-shooters like Ben Simmons on the floor, making him a valuable addition during his time in Philly. In the 2023 offseason, the Nuggets took a chance on Brooklyn Nets role player Bruce Brown. They signed him to a 2-year, $13 million deal, with an option to opt out after the first year. Brown quickly showed he was worth every penny. He played 80 games in the 2023 season, starting 31 of them, and averaged 29 minutes per game. His stats? Impressive. 11.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and over a steal per game. But it wasn't just the numbers. Brown's efficiency and versatility made him a crucial part of the Nuggets lineup. Brown's hustle and defensive skills were key to the Nuggets' success, helping them secure the 2023 NBA championship. His presence on the court was undeniable, and his ability to contribute in multiple ways made him an invaluable asset. When Brown opted out of his contract after the first year, it was clear he had outplayed his deal and was ready for a bigger payday. The Nuggets felt his absence in the 2024 season, highlighting just how important he was to their championship run. Now for the Toronto Raptors. It's slim pickings, but Corey Joseph stands out. Signed in 2015 for 4 years at $29 million, he played 2 seasons, averaging 9 points and 3 assists, with 45% shooting. Not a blockbuster, but solid for the Raptors' free agency history. On to the Philadelphia 76ers. J.J. Redick, signed in 2017, was a game-changer. Over 2 seasons, he averaged 17.5 points, shooting 45% from the field and 41% from three. His sharp shooting was crucial for spacing the floor, especially with non-shooters like Ben Simmons on the court. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's Derrick Rose. Signed in 2018, he had a resurgence in 2019, averaging 18 points and 4.5 assists. He even dropped a memorable 50-point game. Rose's comeback story in Minnesota is one for the ages. The Oklahoma City Thunder had Kenrich Williams, picked up in 2020. Williams turned heads with his hustle and defense, shooting 53% from the field and 44% from three, averaging 8 points and 4.5 rebounds. A great role player during a rebuilding phase. The Portland Trail Blazers scored with Al-Farouq Aminu in 2015. For 4 years at $30 million, Aminu provided solid defense and versatility, averaging 9.5 points and 7 rebounds. He was a key role player during the Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum era. Utah Jazz hit the jackpot with Bojan Bogdanovic in 2019. Over 3 years, he averaged 18.5 points, shooting 45% from the field and 40% from three. A critical piece for their 2021 success. Indiana Pacers grabbed Malcolm Brogdon in 2019. Over 3 years, he averaged 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. His steady play and defense were pivotal before being traded to the Celtics in 2022. Detroit Pistons picked up Jeremy Grant in 2020. In his first year, he averaged 22 points and 4.5 rebounds, finishing second in Most Improved Player voting. Grant's signing didn't translate to wins, but his individual performance was a highlight. For the Chicago Bulls, it's DeMar DeRozan. Acquired in 2021, DeRozan had a phenomenal 2022 season, averaging 28 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He was an all-star and the driving force behind the Bulls' resurgence. The Milwaukee Bucks found gold with Brook Lopez in 2018. Signed for 1 year at $3 million, Lopez reinvented his game, shooting threes and playing stellar defense. He was a key part of their 2021 championship team. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comments section.